fellow Peanuts fans, I previously made this Lite-Brite creation from a template and it got me obsessed with Lite-Brites again. So today come along with me as I make a custom Lite-Brite creation starring Snoopy and Woodstock. I will be pairing all of these Lite-Brite mini pegs along with this pattern to make the light display. Now the Lite-Brites I'll be using are called Mini X-Connect. As you can see, they connect in the back and they're all individually battery powered. You just push them to turn them on. And I got these used, so they're showing a little bit of use here. All I have to do is put in these pegs to make my design. Simple as that. Now to power these Lite-Brites, instead of using individual batteries, I found these plug-in battery replacements on Amazon, and it just plugs into any USB power. I will be using a power bank for this, so it is easy to move and easy to turn on and off. Before I get started, I'm going to have to fix most of these Mini X-Connects so you can't see the light coming through the old pattern that was on them. I took one apart previously. The screen pulls apart and you can see the rubber inside, which has all the holes that are letting the light through. So instead, I'm going to be putting in black paper. And this had other designs for these Mini X-Connects that I won't be using. So I'll just put it all back together and no light leak. And if you want to take a peek inside, you can see all of the LEDs, and this is the switch. To get these to fit inside, I'm using a hole punch on the corners and then putting back in the rubber mat and the paper template with the black facing outwards. Now I just have to put them back together and I'll test them out as I go to make sure they all still work. This one's doing fine. Next, I'm getting my template ready so I know exactly where to put the pegs in each square. And here is the full template I made online with a cross-stitch website so I could get an idea of the final product and exactly how many pegs I would need to complete this design. Now the bright blue on the pattern is actually going to be multicolored, and I mocked up some different colored lights to see how it would turn out. And these are my mock-ups. I thought I'd share the variations here, so maybe you'll be inspired to make your own Snoopy light. This is the one I went with, and the other samples. Now it's time to get into production. I've marked the Lite-Brites that can be reused without taking them apart, and marked which square they belong to. There's just one square that doesn't get any Lite-Brite pegs. Let's get these lit. I'm starting with the heart over here, and I just follow the count on the chart and put in the pegs. I will say with the extra layer of paper in there, it can be difficult to get the peg through the paper. Let's give it a trial run and see how we did. It's a great start to a great project. While it's fun to have the light on while you're working, it can get quite annoying when you're pushing on the Lite-Brite and the Lite-Brite keeps flashing on and off. So I would not recommend trying to have it lit while you're working. That's the first square done of 20. I do wish the corners lit up a little bit better. When working with this many connecting Lite-Brites, you do want to make sure that the next Lite-Brite will connect properly to the next Lite-Brite. And I also needed to ensure that the colors right next to each other would look somewhat random and scattered. Now that all the Lite-Brite pegs are in, let's put them together. What I love about it is even though it isn't lit up, it still sparkles when the light hits it. Now I'm eager to get it lit, so let's get these batteries in. First, I'm going to put in all of the dummy batteries, and finally the corded batteries. After some much needed cable management, this Lite-Brite is ready for its first trial run. Now when there's this many Lite-Brites together, sometimes I had some difficulty pushing them on. I was hoping this would look a whole lot more elegant, but instead, it's more of a struggle. Now there's definitely one area that seems dimmer than the rest, so it's time to investigate. And sure enough, there's one LED out, so I swapped the insides with the square that isn't being used for light pegs. And here's the Lite-Brite all lit up. Isn't it a beauty? If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe. And if you'd like to help fund more projects like this in future, come join us at Patreon.com. There's a link in the description down below. Plus, you can visit me at CollectPeanuts.com, where you can see more photos of my collection, articles on collecting peanuts, and buy something for your own collection. I have plenty of vintage Snoopies that need new homes. Happy crafting, Peanuts fans! Bye!